From the preferred opponent of Islam Makhachev to the boxing match between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, here is a look at the major headlines that happened this past week. This past week, Islam Makhachev noted that he is ready to fight Dustin Poirier next, provided that the fight happens in June. Although Islam admits that Dustin does not deserve a title shot, he notes that there are no other opponents for him currently in the lightweight division. In the same interview, Islam went on to say that the BMF title and the BMF title match, which will happen on UFC 300 between Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway, are useless. Islam also went on to admit that he was offered to fight Leon Edwards in UFC 300 and mentioned that he turned down this fight. While Islam Makhachev was busy giving this interview, IIia Topuria's coach gave an interesting statement in which he said, if a fight between Topuria and Makhachev happens, Topuria is going to bang up Islam Makhachev. A surprising news that came up this past week was the announcement of the boxing match between Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal, who fought for the BMF title during their time in the UFC, will now fight in a boxing match which is scheduled to happen on June 1st in the United States of America. The match will be of 10 rounds, and who do you think will win this fight? After his win in UFC 299, Sean O'Malley is now officially on the 6th position of the UFC pound-for-pound rankings. Currently, the pound-for-pound rankings is headed by Islam Makhachev, followed by John Jones in the 2nd position. Leon Edwards is at number 3, when Alex Pereira comes at number 4. Topuria, who recently defeated Volkanovski to become the featherweight champion, is at number 5. Sean O'Malley is now currently at 6, above names like Charles Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya. Last week, we saw the announcement of the coaches for the Ultimate Fighter 32. Valentina Shevchenko and Alexa Grasso will be heading the season this time around. And now, Valentina Shevchenko has said that she is not interested to fight Alexa Grasso inside the spear at UFC 303. Shevchenko noted that the last fight, which happened at UFC Noche, was biased in favor of Alexa Grasso since it happened on the Mexican Independence Day. She said that the next fight should also not happen on the Mexican Independence Day, and ideally it should happen in Kyrgyzstan. Grasso, on the other hand, said that she is interested to fight Valentina Shevchenko at UFC 303 in the spear, and said that she is planning to stop Valentina Shevchenko this time around. Daniel Cormier revealed this past week that Khabib rejected an offer of $40 million to make a return to the UFC. He said that Khabib himself mentioned about rejecting this $40 million. Would you fight someone if $40 million was offered to you? Let us know in the comments below. UFC officially released 11 fighters this past week, including Khabib's cousin, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Among the 11 fighters that was released was Mike Breeden, who had defeated Indian MMA star Anshul Jubli. The complete list of 11 fighters that UFC has released is in the description below.